Got the notes that are coming your way. Hey!
Hey!
Woo! Yeah, a lot of this song. I am Matt Tucker from University Ministries, Jacksonville, Florida, J-Town.
And you came here.
And I came here because I love Steve Harney and his ministry and what he's done, and I believe in it, and I'm excited about this. So there's two parts to my little thing. So, two parts to my little thing. First part is me talking. The second part is me flying through the DVDs and videos and stuff like that. No. I am a. Shut down that. All right, here we go. First part.
It'd be great if you get
my purpose and my goal to be here. Why there's, Steve talks about passion. Something I'm passionate about. I'm passionate about my children's ministry. I love my kids. We have a great time. We have a Christian school of about 1,000 kids. 500 are elementary below. They're insane. They're crazy. I do 4 chapels every Thursday, which is 45 minutes of just stuff. And it's crazy. We have a great time. If I'm not there like right on time, there's nothing that you'll enjoy more than have 300 kids chanting, Mr. Matt, Mr. Matt. And it's just energizing. It's fun. I love my kids. So I'm very passionate about my children's ministry. I'm also very passionate about media. Doing media stuff. Doing media stuff is something I'm very passionate about. I love media, videos. I love editing videos, being around that kind of stuff. Just spending hours behind my laptop, just watching, creating stuff. I'm also passionate about creativity. And that's what we're going to talk about today is creativity. The media stuff scares people. I know it does. I know it's scary to some people to think about media, think about editing, think about doing stuff. And it's terrifying, this kind of stuff. So my goal with this is to make Sam and Steve spend the whole time in here with us. Ripping the speakers out of the wall. This is my goal. The reason I give you a menu is because creativity is a choice. You have to choose to be creative in your children's ministry. It just doesn't happen. You just got to choose to do it. So I'm giving you guys menus. Because as a fat man, I love menus. I love to choose from a menu certain things. So this is a menu. We're going to start with the appetizers, the starters. My goal, the reason for being here, is to energize children's ministry workers to explore their creative potential. There we go.
I was bought for a home. Now I have movies and blogs and listen to music every night. I'm crying myself to sleep. You were made to stimulate 10-year-olds brains with your eye like jazz. All I want to do is ask for checkbooks. Don't think 10-year-olds have checkbooks. No checkbooks.
There we go. It's all one. There we go. Starters. To energize children's ministry workers to explore their creative potential. Or whatever it is you do. I did say do. Do it to the most creative, inventive, and energetic way possible. My title is Leader Flannel-graph at Home. I'm not saying flannel-graph is bad. I'm not. But if you do flannel-graph, you got to do it really good. Okay? You got to do it creative, inventive, and energetic. You just can't flannel. Here's Jesus. And then you turn around, pick up the donkey, and Jesus is falling off and laying on the floor. There goes Jesus again. So how are you doing? Whatever it is Flannel-graph, or whether it's media, or whether it's puppets, I have people in puppets, I have brought with me a yo-yo. A guy came to our church, our school a couple weeks ago and did yo-yo for an hour with the kids. And when they first called us and asked to come, I said, "Give me a yo-yo?" And he did it for like, it was insane. He was flipping those things. He was going crazy. So he sold his yo-yos to the school. He sold $2,500 worth of yo-yos to the school. Those kids bought them like crazy. So I, being Mr. Matt, had to buy a yo-yo. Bought a yo-yo. Actually, I perks. So I got a yo-yo. And so I practiced on my yo-yo for a week. Because I wanted to go to chapel the next week. I'm like, what? Alright? So I got my yo-yo. Ready? I didn't even wind it, so it may not work, right? I need to make sure it works. So here we go. My one trick, after a week of practicing with my yo-yo. I practiced for a week. Me and the youth pastor in the church office. I would take my yo-yo and I would go like this, do the baby, rock the cradle, wah! Then I would drop it and like, I'd go, hit my nose. I tried to do the spaghetti thing. It was horrible. I have decided that I am not passionate, nor do I care about yo-yos. You have to find out what you're going to do and do it the most creative, inventive, and energetic way possible. The key is, the thing we got to start thinking about is how we're going to teach God's unchanging truth while communicating in a radically different style. Where the churches and other churches start differing and start getting all like is when you're trying to be creative and different, whatever, and you're changing God's truth. We have to keep God's truth, the Bible, God's holy word. It's precious. Those kids have to learn it. We have to keep it the same, but we have to teach it in a totally creative, radically different style. Find your style. Whatever, how creative way you want to find it, you gotta do it. I began to pray about 10 years ago, beginning children's pastor. And I started going around children's churches. I started seeing all these other churches, see what they were doing, and trying to figure out what they were doing. And what's sad is a lot of churches were doing the same thing that I did when I was a child. I grew up in Somerset, Kentucky, Oak Hill Baptist Church. My dad's deacon, mom was a Sunday school teacher, sister Melissa was a teacher. I grew up in church, going to BTS, eating the green popsicles, making my name out of macaroni like everybody else did. And there were churches still doing that when I started looking into the children's ministry thing, especially in some circles that I was traveling in. So I began to look outside those circles. Okay, what are different groups doing to reach kids? This may shock you that I'm going to say this. There's nothing wrong with going to look at Assembly God Church and seeing what their children's ministry is doing. You don't have to teach a doctrine. But how are they reaching those kids? Because Assembly God Churches has some pretty kicky children's ministry. There's nothing wrong with going to look at it. How are they doing it to reach kids? You take that back. The E-team, it's crazy. I can't do that. But I am determined to go home and give you those glow puppets, those glow the neon puppets. I am doing that. And I'll just start there. And it's going to be some passion, energetic, and we'll explode on it. So anyways, I lost my point, place. There we go. Next thing. So we need to create an environment that will communicate God's unchanging truth in such a creative, compelling way that it would connect with any child, regardless of their church background or lack thereof. On Sunday morning, when I walked in behind my, I have a 50-gallon barrel. It says Kids Blast across the front of it. And it's on wheels and it rolls everywhere. And when I walk behind that barrel and I start teaching and sharing, I have to think, okay, how am I presenting this message in a creative way that Emily, who is a 4th grader and has grown up in a Christian school, whose parents have been in church all life, how am I going to present this to her in a creative, compelling way, the same way that Brian, who, this is the second time at church, his parents are drinking quite a bit as far as I know. When they're not really active in church, they don't really care about God. They just come here for the social time. How am I going to present this that way and that way? So you have to find whatever way you're going to do it. Whatever way you choose to do it. Flannel-graph, video, puppets. Find a creative, compelling, exciting way to present it. Classic favorites. Walt Disney. I grew up in Kentucky, never went to Disney World until I moved to Orlando to work at the church in Orlando Baptist Church for 3 years. The second week there, Disney passes, loved them. It was the best thing ever. I would walk through Disney, I'm like, boxes that play music. They're built, they shape like a box, and they're shaped all weird, and it's funny, and it's playing music. And I'm sitting there next to them going, I can build that on my wall. It's going to be loud, it's going to be cool. And I'm walking through all these, but Walt Disney was in World War I. He was going to be a cartoonist, an animator. Had setback, had persisted with his vision, and then he had this groundbreaking entertainment that he wanted to do. This talkie cartoon. He sat down with some big name entertainment people, and they offered him money, a lot of money, for his ideas and his vision. And they wanted to change his vision. And they wanted to make a difference. What did Walt Disney do? No! Jump off a bridge. I got my vision. I know what I'm passionate about. I am going to be my own creative person my own way. And he decided to do it. He decided to make this big leap. He made this huge, incredible empire. How much harder should we work at giving our lives to building creative children's ministries? And not just children's ministries. It's easy to have open the regular Baptist Press curriculum and say, here we go. It's easy for that. But we need to have a spiritual enterprise that connects people to the living Lord. We need to have this. Not just think of it just like I'm sitting here with my 5 kids, I'm going to read them a book. I spend so much time challenging my teachers to be more creative. And we use, for my Sunday school lessons, we use Amy Saley's two basics, which is incredible.
Awesome.
Which is incredible. I love it. And I give it to my teachers. I try to give it to them at least a month and a half in advance. So right now they already have April's. Right? For March? April? Yeah, they've already had April for a couple of weeks. And I email them every week. Okay, don't forget about April or whatever. We're going to start this new study. How can you make it better? Because Andy Stanley and these people, they're great, do an awesome job. They don't know my 16 kids that are in 5th grade. They don't know them. How can I get what he's doing to be relevant to them? My teachers have to change it. They have to take their own creative style, put their own creative twist on it, to make it relevant to those kids. Because we have to connect those kids to the living Lord. Another classic favorites, one of my favorites, Viva Las Vegas. Who has been to Vegas? A bunch of sinners. No, I like going to Vegas. I really do. It's just fun. It's just entertaining. It's like, well, they deep. So I'm like, lights. Las Vegas is just one of those places. And no matter where you go, what you're doing, they are conveying a message. If you've been to Vegas, you've seen the lights, you've seen the signs, you've seen the billboards, you've seen it on TV. They're conveying a message. And they're making it loud and stinking clear. And it may not be a great, and we know, I'm telling you, it's not a great message, right? We have a great message that we need to proclaim and we need to shout out. They don't have much to say, but they know how to say it. Sadly, children's workers, they have so much to say. Children's pastors, children's workers have so much to say, and they have no idea how to say it. Christians should be leading the charge in creativity. We should be the most creative, excited people there are. Looking for new, exciting ways to teach about God's Word to these kids. Whether it's coming in wearing the silly, stinking rabbit costume, talking about Easter. I hate the rabbit costumes. But I'll bring the Easter bunny every Sunday, every Easter. I'll bring them in. Look, I'm bouncing in. I don't know what's going on. I'll relate it to the kids. This is not what Easter's about. Christmas, Santa Claus comes rolling in. Can't stand it. I don't want Santa Claus there. No, I mean, these old people are like, I hate Santa Claus in church. But if I can bring them in and have them stand into a manger and say, kids, this is not what it's about. This is what it's about. I'm trying to convey this message to them in a creative way. So we have to find out how to do it, how to make it compelling and creative. On the fly. One of the reasons we ignore our creative side is because we're fear of inadequacy. We compare ourselves to people like Steve Harvey. Look, I'm Steve. I can do magic. These hands cannot do magic. They don't do it. I'm a big man. Put a scarf in my hand and I'm like, ow, it just doesn't work. It's just my hand, the clothes are tight. So we have this fear of inadequacy where we feel like, I'm going to try to do magic. I'm going to try to do yo-yo. I'm going to try to do whatever. Well, I can't do that. I'm going to sit here tonight and I'm going to say, media is a creative, exciting way to reach kids. It is for me. It may not be yours. So you have to find your avenue to be creative. God created creativity. In the beginning, God created heaven and earth. Look how creative He is. Good Lord, look at this room. I mean, not just the physical differences. I mean, we can all go, they've got no hair, and I've got no beard, and, stuff like that. But look at the mental differences. These say more. I mean, there's some of us that are like, yeah. And there's some of us who are very mellow and calm, and there's some of us who, who have different educational backgrounds. God is creative. He's very creative. He's made a whole world just of different things. I drove from Somerset, Kentucky up here today. I saw my mom. And I drove up on the way back. I drove through here today to get up here today. There's so much I saw and so much of a different world. And there's so much things going on. And it's just crazy. God is creator of creativity. Jesus modeled it. How many stories are in the Bible? Mud that healed blind men. I mean, you think of all the stories. I got them right here. Matthew 13:34 says, Jesus did not speak to them without using a parable. Jesus was the most creative leader and teacher that ever walked the planet. He spoke with hillsides, boughs, and beaches. He drew in the sand, used a Roman coin, cursed a fig tree, picked a piece of bread. He divided the fish, turned over tables, and put a child on his knee. All of those to illustrate truths and to illustrate his point. He was creative. He wanted to deliver that life-changing message. It was all about delivering his life-changing message in a dynamic and creative way. Dynamic and creative way. Because we are all visual and multi-sensory learners. Visual and multi-sensory. You guys know what that is. I mean, when I was growing up in high school, my mom was amazed because I could sit there with my science book, read my science book, have my headphones on, have my computer next to me, watching TV at the same time, go on and make 100 on my test. I mean, kids coming up now are just wired different, where they can do anything and they're not distracted. So here we go. Chef's choice. I'm the chef. The way I've chosen is media. The way I've chosen is media. I've chosen to use my media stuff, my computer, my laptop, video editing, whatever, to make a difference. To be creative. That's the way I've chosen. Here's the important points. This does not have to do your way. I'm not sitting here saying you have to use media. You have to be creative with media. You have to be creative, period. I don't care how you're being creative. You have to be creative, period. So, I want to show you guys some of the ways that some of the stuff I've done. Because I've spoken at camps. I'm speaking at Steve's camp again this year. I'm speaking at the camp in West Virginia this year. I'm speaking, got another couple lined up. And then I have to choose to be creative with these kids. And the way I've chosen to be creative is with media. To start out with, we have to start out with, if you're going to use media, you have to start out with something that's very important. And that is
hello, I'm a Mac, and I'm a PC.
The best thing to have with media is a Mac.
I was bought for a home, now I have movies and blogs and listen to music every night. I'm crying myself to sleep most times. You were made to stimulate 10-year-old brains with your eye like jazz. All I want to do is balance their checkbooks. I don't think 10-year-olds have checkbooks. No checkbooks, no inboxes, no employers, just wild imaginations. But, oh, I have to go listen to some email.
Alright. I bought a Mac. I used a Dell for the first 5 years of my ministry, and I was able to do video stuff with my Dell. And I thought it was cute, nice. Then, I bought a Mac. Whole nother level. It was crazy. Everything looked better. Everything came out crisper. The ideas and the stuff they have on there were just better. So that's all I'm going to say about that. So, Mac. If I look for everything as how I'm going to be creative in whatever I'm doing. Leave your farm work at home. If I was doing this for kids, this is what I would have made for them. If this was a lesson on teaching kids about leave your farm work at home, which is not ever going to be a lesson on teaching kids. But I'm trying, no matter what I'm doing, I try to find a media outlet to make something, to build something, to do something that's going to make them go, oh, that's pretty cool. And it may not have anything at all to do with the lesson. It could just be my Kids Blast intro. Well, I don't show you. Let me explain what this is. When Steve Harney was there, he did their spiritual justice days at school. That next Sunday, the Kids Blast invaded the old people. That's what the way it was titled, the way it's promoted. We invaded the worship center. We took it over. Took it over with music, the games, lighting, the stage. I took the stage of our auditorium, trashed it, turned it into a glass zone, hung big 15-foot dynamite, they were 15-foot tall dynamite sticks from the ceiling of our auditorium. It was crazy. It was great. And people, we didn't announce it to the church. It wasn't like something we said, hey, guess what, next Sunday the kids will be over here. No. They walked in that Sunday morning and they're like, whoa. And so, the thing you're going to see next is our university logo, University Baptist Church logo. It's the motion logo that's always on the screen as it's between songs or whatever. It's something I made. And so, I wanted to introduce the service in a different way to the adults. So it may be a little more easy on the soul or spirit. Hopefully that's not good.
Good morning. My name is Cindy Tucker, and I'm one of the many great children's workers here at University Baptist Church. I would like to take this time to welcome you. Today is a very special service, as today is the day that the kids invade the worship center. Today you will experience many great things, including some great worship, a crazy game time, and a wonderful message. We don't need this. It should look like this. So sit back, relax, because this is Kids Blast.
As soon as she did that, boom, the band took off, and the kids were coming around on the stage, waving, screaming. It was crazy, but it was great. If we came in just the kids screaming and stuff, the parents were like, ooh! You know. So I tried to find a way, okay, let's ease our way into this. This was on the screen in the front. We had a 5-minute countdown for the church. It was playing. The countdown was over. We faded the lights out. It was really quiet. This is on the screen. Is that awkward silence? That awkward, like, what's going on? Somebody missed it. And then my wife, that's all over there. Who did that? Stupid sound guy. And so it's an awkward silence going on. Then my wife walks on the screen and welcomes everybody to church. Oh, that's nice, because everybody knows my wife. She sings in the praise team. She has a great voice. She has a good job. She's a church secretary. Nice and sweet. Cindy. Doesn't offend anybody. Welcome to church. Oh, I feel good already. And then you get halfway through it and you realize, oh man, the kids are here today. But they're okay with that because we've eased them into it instead of shocking them. And so that's sort of how we did that service in there. Parents on the stage, we had a 5-minute countdown with this. It's just a way to show what happened. It's sweet. Their Christian soul. I'm not sure at all. But it's something that's anyways, it's something I I made, and it was really simple, really fast. And look, because I finally counted, everybody's like, oh, that's a hard one. You know? Take a video camera, walk around and get some pictures. About 8 minutes, you cut out all the little jump stuff, and then you put a 5-minute camera on top of it, and it goes. And it's amazing how easy it is once you start working with it. But it's a way to present a celebration. I try to videotape and then show celebrations. We celebrate the wins. That's something very important in our church, in our children's ministry especially. Celebrate wins. Kids get saved. Parents don't know about it until we baptize the kids. Unless we go over and we announce, hey, you have 10 salvations today. It's great. Give it up for the kids. You know, whatever. Just something like that. And we try to make those, we try to celebrate the wins. The countdown clock is the way to do that. You can buy a countdown clock. It's just crazy, easy countdown clock. I try to always have motion on the screen. This is my Kids Lights logo, our Kids Church logo. It's just between songs, during game time, I have motion. Never look, I'm trying not to let the screen sit still too long. I want it to be something happening. Because the kids are going to sit there and watch Mr. Matt do his thing, or watch Mr. Matt play with a couple other kids. It's going to be boring. If they're going to zone out with this. Don't zone out and punch your neighbor really hard. Try to zone on this. Vacation Bible School last year, my theme was Race Day. And I took their fellowship hall and I wrapped it. I went and found thousands of racing banners and different things like that around our fellowship hall. And we had radios, they had the zoom, zoom, zoom sound playing. And it was radios all around the fellowship hall. So when the kids walked in, it was like they're hitting the sound all around them. They're looking at banners. And we had 18 TVs dispersed throughout all the banners that had this logo playing on it. Watch from our Race Day logo. I'm very proud of some of the stuff. You'll see it happen. Race Day right there. On the other side, it comes back up. Fly by. This is movie Cars. I didn't get the main car because I don't want kids associating their Race Day with Cars, the movie Cars. So I didn't have the main character shown at all. So I tried to really work through and make sure that this is Race Day on the pullback. And these are all scenes taken from the movie Cars. And with my Mac, I was able to pull those scenes onto my laptop, splice them together, put my logo in certain places, and it teaches me, shows me, works with me on how to do stuff. And it just, so it's my Race Day loop, just loop over and over again. You know, something for the kids to see. Celebrate win. Oh wait, I need to show this one in. Let me show you a couple of sermon intros that we did as a church. I will show you. Let me show you Extreme Makeup. I was going to use DVD player if I get on. I try to use videos to introduce sermons as much as I can. Because I don't want the sermons to be just like the music gets done and they're all jumping around and I'll walk up and hey kids. Today we're going to learn about me. And because of my position as children's pastor / media pastor for the church, all the stuff we do sort of bleeds over and I can do stuff with the church that I can use in the children's ministry, which is great. So, we did this when I was in Orlando. And I want to show you this. It comes up. Stay behind it. There it is. We did Extreme Home Makeover. I took all of our staff guys and did insane stuff with them. It was bad. This is me and a guy named John Eric.
Tom,
Well, that's
his finger up,
nobody.
put it in a clear plastic bag, and we'll take you to the emergency room. They'll sew it on. Don't be such a baby. Now, I need you to go and help John Eric as soon as possible. You're certainly not helping anybody out here. Hey, John Eric! Oh! Ow! Ow! Oh! Matt! What do you want?
Keith told me to come find you to see if there's anything I can do to help you.
I don't know, Matt. Go help somebody else. And warn me next time you're coming.
Okay.
Hold on, Matt. Matt, you're on my fingers.
Oops.
Thanks. Whoa!
Sorry. Go help somebody else.
So, that's what the...
Josh.
Alright.
Josh.
Anyways, that's just... We made that for the church, and I use it for the kids, which is just, it was great. The kids love seeing the dramatic stupidness, they love that kind of stuff. This kind of stuff, and we did that, and we got some other stuff to just sort of help introduce a sermon, get the stuff started out, make it interesting, neat. That's a blue screen. You guys know what meteorologist today, the weather is. That's this kind of stuff. That's what that was. Same thing with my wife, blue screen stuff. That is kind of stuff that is like took me 4 years to learn how to do it okay. I don't do good, but do it okay. That's the kind of stuff that do. Celebrate wins. I'm going to show you my vacation Bible school from 04, I believe it was. Their theme was Survivor. And it's very important for us to celebrate wins. I use media to celebrate wins. Use pictures and smells.
So my first year here next October, I my second year here, I was in the 5th grade, and I'd already had coffee, and I had never got the coffee. So I got sick. He's sick.
All the tests and playing with Survivor drama every day in vacation Bible school. That's how I'm going to celebrate a win. Vacation Bible School. At the end of it, we go into. We averaged 110 adult workers every evening at Vacation Bible School. We had 297 kids every night, and we had like 60-something salvations. That's how we celebrate the win. This is something I show the church and to the kids. I want them to see, I want the church to see that we're doing something. Just that we as a children's ministry just aren't goofing off. We've actually got a plan and actually know what we're doing. We're reaching kids. Because so most of the adults, and you guys know this is true, most of the adults in our church, we are babysitting service. I don't want to go with my kids for an hour. I want to send them to you. I'm going to go to church and worship. And God forbid something goes wrong. We've got to go to the kids. One day, our piano player in church is a single mom. One heart goes out to her. Puts her kids with her. Says it was a jerk. I feel bad for her. One day, her son, a 5th grader, punched a 2nd grader in the middle of kids' class. And so I sent one of my workers after her. I'm sorry you're playing a piano. Your son just punched a kid. Now we have an issue. We got to take care of this. He was not, he didn't care. He sat there and said, Mr. Matt, you want to punch me, my mom? And I said, stop now. So we had to do work with the mom. The music was already done in the church. She was sitting in the chair. worker came in, brought her in, and she walked up. While I'm sitting in front of the kids, she walked up straight up to me and let me have it right there in front of those kids. How dare you pull me out of church? This is not my problem. And I'm like, hold on. How are you? And I had the restraint of the Lord upon me. Because I don't have a temper, but if you approach me in a very aggressive way, I'm going to come back at you in a very aggressive way. I'm going to bring it back at you a little bit, just so you back off a little bit, because I'm a large man, and I'll lean into you, you know. And so she came at me, and I said, hang on one second, let's go back. And I grabbed one of my adult workers, lady workers, and she go back there and talk to her in church. Oh, we'll do this. They went back there and talked, and I watched her through the whole service, pointing at that lady, and pointing at me, and just saying, I just kept on doing this about her son. I mean, I taught my lesson, we showed the stuff, we did the stuff, and when it was over, I said, my lesson was done, and I prayed. Usually after I pray, if there's time, because I don't know when church is over, because sometimes it's long. So I try to fill with games, or try to fill with a song, a movie, or try to fill with something funny. I prayed, and I looked at my Mr. Tim, who was one of my adult workers. Mr. Tim, it's yours. I said, what? Go. And I just walked away. And I walked back there, and I sat across from her, and I told the other adult workers to go away. And she went over across the room, and she was like, Mr. Matt, you got to understand what she's going through. I said, I don't care right now what she's going through. And I just told her, and I was like, man, we are not a babysitting service. What's sad is most of the adults in our church, that's what we are. For that time when church is going on, when census is going on, we're the ones that watch the kids. And so when we can show a win through a video and media or whatever, that's huge. It's huge. At the end of the 5-minute countdown for Steve's spiritual stage, the last 3 minutes or 2.5 minutes, are kids praying with their teachers about salvation. Teachers crying, hugging their kids, and the kids, that kind of stuff. I don't care how good of a children's pastor you are, you can't explain it. They have to see that kind of stuff. So that's the reason I use media. Grandparents' Day, we had a Grandparents' Day. And this is one of the ways that we introduced the grandparents. And it was just, we wanted the grandparents to see that we took an effort, we did some stuff with them. This is their school, in the elementary hallway. I don't know if you can see it or not. We wanted the grandparents to know that we cared about them, and this was a special time for them that they were there. Turning into the library, coming to the library, there's a sister right there, and then turn to the left, and to the right, and then there's a girl looking aside, Grandparents' Day, whatever, we'll say. Then we had kids, well, I interviewed like 10 kids. Who's a better driver, grandma or grandpa? I did this was for school, I didn't know this was the church, because we don't have the same kids, we both.
My grandma.
Why is she there?
Because my grandma goes fast.
This kind of stuff is priceless for grandparents.
Kids in
If you're doing like Grandparents' Day or whatever at your church, you interview your grandkids, put them on the screen, answering the parent questions about them. Those parents are like, oh, you know. So celebrate a win. We did a car wash at our church. Old person, bring old people in, connect them up with video, there's a pastor, watching cars downtown. We want people to see the kids, to see the happy smiling faces. You'll see it later. If I show the whole thing. Sorry. If I show the whole thing, you can see lines of people lining up and handing out tracts and Bibles and stuff. Celebrate the wins. Then you have goofy stuff, which you guys, I'm sure you've seen most of the stuff. You guys seen that? Has everybody seen the Alien song? Who has not seen the Alien song? You've seen the Alien song?
Kept thinking I could never live without you by my side. But then I spent so many nights thinking how you did me wrong. That was wrong. And I learned how to get along and sort of back from my streets. I just walked into my
And it just, you open a service up with that, and it brings energy into the. Now you can't do it too much. My problem is I do it too much because the kids love the alien song. Alien song, yeah. So it's too much. So you gotta be careful with that. Oh, running machine. Have you guys seen the running machine? Who has not seen the running machine? Oh, one of my favorites. There's a teacher that doesn't like this one. And I'll tell you why. See if you can tell why when you watch this. It's funny, he was jogging already. That's funny to me. This was emailed to a lot of people. Stand cats and serve their purpose. This next one is a friend of mine in Orlando. He and I work together. And he made this next one, which is called Drumhead. The kids swear it's me, it's not. But it's something this guy made, I know. He wants an award for this. This is Photoshop stuff. Devotionmedia.com. They don't have a lot of downloadable stuff, but you can download this on devotionmedia.com. Devotion Media is a company I work for in Orlando. I just goofed off with a bunch of guys in office space. They didn't pay me. I went up there and I ended up doing media stuff with them. Let me do a lot of design stuff, but it's fine to watch 200 kids sit there and watch this thing and try to do their face the way he's doing it. And I'm like, kids, you know, you made it on a computer. It's Photoshop. They're like, what? You get it. Drumhead. Kids like that. Last year, my theme for Junior Camp was Heroes. I made some, it's also the theme for Steve's Camp this year, I think, is Heroes. So you'll probably see, if you go to Steve's Camp or your camp in Virginia, what camp is that? Yes, that camp, you'll probably see this guy again. This is my Uncle Dan. You know who he is? Uncle Dan. Uncle Dan is not the smartest man in the world, but he won. This way I promote it every night to the kids. Uncle Dan is not the smartest man in the world. I like Uncle Dan. He really wants to help out the ministry. Uncle Dan found out we were doing church camp, and our theme was heroes. And he loves some of the classic hero theme songs. So Uncle Dan wanted to sing some hero theme songs for you guys. So this is my Uncle Dan, who was caught in a lawnmower accident a few years ago, lost his arms and legs. I'm sorry. This is my Uncle Dan singing Inspector Gadget. That's Uncle Don. I changed Uncle Dan. Yeah, that's Uncle Don. Oh, it's back. Sorry.
Where people have no choice but to forgive it.
You guys seen this? Who's not seen this video?
Latin church.
What? I saw this with my kids. Baptism. I said, you can't do this, but baptism is this much fun. It's like this guy's son, I think. Next one is the cup sack game. I'm going to play this game, cup sack game. And this kind of stuff, it's about, I put it there, the game is exciting, the game time part of my service is exciting, kids love it. But just saying that kind of stuff just gets them a little more juiced up, a little more excited, trying that kind of stuff. And then there's this one, which my parents hate. I'm so sure. It's funny. I'm so proud of this. Go ahead.
Spend some quality time with your parents. They need it.
I try to really push the kids to spend time with their parents. It's easy for kids to go home, lock themselves in the room, and just do nothing. And I said, you know, how easy would it be for you to grab a game and rush on that? If they say no tonight, they're probably busy, something going on, but they're going to tell you yes sometime. Just spend time with your parents. I'll show something like this, and they're like, ah! So what are you going to do this week? Spend time with your mom and dad. What are you going to do this week to just talk to them, hang out with them, spend time with them? That's one of the videos I show. Are you going to burp with them this week? I don't know. Something like that. I'm not sure what this next one is.
Can you hear me now?
Message junior camp 3 years ago. Can you hear me now?
Can you hear me now? Good. Can you hear me now?
Back in the day.
The date, April 1973. The place, Chicago, Illinois. The man, Martin Cooper. The first successful call on a cell phone.
Hey, is your refrigerator running? It is? Well, you better go catch it.
It's a message intro, you know. I showed this before, I spoke about that night at camp. Talked about communication, communication with God. How it's nothing like a cell phone. Works better than a cell phone, doesn't die, doesn't signal. Talk to God. It's just a way to pick up the service. That may be. Set this one up. Camp that year, 3 years ago at Mountain View. I was speaking to Steve. And I wanted Thursday night to be something special, something different. And so I walked up in front of the kids. All the kids were sitting there. And I said, man, this has been a great week. They're all good. You guys have fun? I said, man, I'm hungry. I said, the camp has been okay, but I'm hungry. You guys want something to eat? Hey, I'm going to McDonald's. So I walked out the back, and I'm in this big auditorium. I walked out the back of the auditorium, and my truck was sitting right in the back. And as soon as I slammed my door and started my truck, the PowerPoint guy made me start this video. Slammed my door, started my truck, and I started driving now. And this comes up on the screen, and the kid's like, whoa!
We're going, I gotta go. I'm hungry. I'm tired. There's a car coming up the hill. I'm gonna smash into it. I'll go around it. That's okay. And I'm hungry. I'm tired. Tired of this. The camp has been good, but I'm ready for McDonald's. There it is, the very first McDonald's in Monticello. I'm gonna get me a Big Mac. I'm going to get me a large order of fries. I'm going to get me a super size Coca-Cola. We're going to pass up Dairy Queen. We're going to pass up Hardee's. Leave all these little places behind. That's the place I want to go, right there. How's it going? Sending all the kids. There's like 250 kids at church camp down here in Monticello. These guys are all watching you.
And it's crazy how many kids actually thought we did this like that.
So all right, okay. I want a number 1 Big Mac, super size out there. I want it huge. All right, no pickles, huh? Coke to drink with that, yeah. Coke, no pickles.
I don't drink Coke anymore, so now it's gone. With a chicken sandwich, no fries.
All right, thank you. Okay, we ordered. Now we're putting a little change in here. There you go, Cindy. And we're going to pull up here. We're going to get her food. Some other lady will come out and give us her food. But we're going to put her out and get it ready. She's coming out in a second. Hope they're not too slow.
It really was a long time I waited.
Go. There you go, okay? Still good? Have fun?
It really was 2 minutes later.
Say hello to all the kids at camp. What do I gotta do? Okay, so we're gonna pull up here and take pictures, huh? Thank you. Hold on French fries. We gotta shake those little suckers down, make it not little anything. So I'm gonna pull up here and I'll put up here in this little spot right here. We park and wait. The drive-thru is the fastest service there is. Hey, say hello to the kids. Yeah, thank you very much for the food. Appreciate it. Have a good day. Bye. Okay, we got McDonald's food. Now we're going to start heading back towards camp. I got my food. I didn't buy you guys everything, stuff, because I can't. I'm poor. and my pastor back home's cheap, and Steve wouldn't do it. I asked him, he said no. So we're going to just, I'm bringing my food, and we're coming back to camp right now. I'm going to stop right here myself, looking at this little statue guy. We're not sure who he is, but we're sure he's pretty important because he has a statue, but he's really, really short. Really short, Candace Harney. He is really, really short. I think he's taller than Candace, just a little bit. Okay, all the way back. These fries, I may not have any left by the time I get back. To all beef patty, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions on a sesame seed bun. Big Mac. Woo! Should be no pickles though. All work no pickles. Oh, pickle. Oh.
I was sort of beat me or something as soon as I did it. I'm flying the string. I come in with my McDonald's bag, and the kids thought it was all real time. Just to prove the point. And I came back here and talked about how we're drive-through Christians and how we want to pick and choose what we are. We want to do real fast on Sundays and want to be over with it. Not that there's like a lesson for what it's been 3 years. But it was to prove a point. And I use my media and use this to help me to prove that point. So, let's finish this thing up, get you guys out of here. Dessert! Last thing. In what way are you challenging yourself to be more creative? What are you doing to be more creative? Whether it's media, it's fine. If it's Flannel-graph, it's fine. If it's puppets, it's fine. You've got to be more creative in your ministry. How are you doing? Now, I hope today, I don't think the video stuff is like I'm not wanting you to go buy a Mac. You won't ever buy a Mac. Apple rules. But I want you guys to understand that we have to be creative in what we're doing. Because we have an eternal truth that we have to present to these kids. And they're not going to hear it from someone sitting there with just a flannel-graph pad anymore. That won't get it if you're not doing something more. It's not going to work with the teacher coming in on Sunday morning with their notes in front of them. This week we're talking about Daniel the lion's den, and it says Daniel. No. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. Sorry. You know, you got that kind of teacher in there. You have to challenge your teachers to do more. Challenge yourself to do more. So my hope and prayer is that you guys will leave and you'll go out of here challenged to be a little more creative. What are you going to do? How are you going to make it a little more exciting to those boys and girls who are churched and unchurched? How are you going to make it more exciting so they bring their families, their parents, their friends in, so you can grow your ministry, so you can reach more kids, so you can have an exciting, just boom, ministry going on that Jesus will be proud of. Cool? Cool? Let's pray. Get you guys out of here.